That's CBS News foreign correspondent Holly Williams, who now joins us from Istanbul, Turkey this morning. Holly, the president described Baghdadi as the #1 terrorist in the world. Does removing him from the battlefield actually kill ISIS itself?
No, it won't, Margaret. I mean, for ISIS, this is the very significant and symbolic loss of their so-called caliph. And of course, it shows that the US will spare no effort in hunting down the leaders of terrorist organizations. But in the end, ISIS is not about one man. It's the expression of an ideology. It's not the first terrorist group of this type, and it certainly won't be the last. Al-Baghdadi and ISIS did distinguish themselves, if you will, by being particularly bloodthirsty and also by actually setting up a so-called caliphate, by seizing land and territory, holding onto it for a while and implementing their version of Islamic law. With other jihadist groups, when they've lost their leaders, we've seen them very quickly replace them, and I think that we will see that happen here. One potential successor is a character named Abu Abdullah Kardash. Like Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, he's apparently from Iraq and apparently spent time in a prison camp following the US invasion in 2003.
And Holly, he is, as you say, a symbolic loss, but since you spent so much time on the ground inside of Syria, what is the state of ISIS today?
Well, Margaret, you heard President Trump say just then, quote, "We obliterated his caliphate," and that's true in the sense that ISIS lost its last remaining strip of territory back in March. But the Pentagon's own watchdog said in August that ISIS still has between 14 and 18,000 members in Iraq and Syria, and Kurdish forces in eastern Syria are holding, they say, around 12,000 accused ISIS fighters in their prisons. The fear there is a mass escape. We spoke with a US general in Syria just last month, and he described those prisoners as a, quote, contained fighting force. So yes, ISIS has lost all of its territory now in Syria and Iraq, but no, it is not a spent force.
All right, Holly Williams there reporting from Istanbul. Thank you.